Every home built in the last 30 years was designed around one principle. Use the cheapest system that passes inspection and that lasts long enough for the builder to be unreachable when it fails. There are 3 systems in your home where that decision will cost you $50,000 to $150,000 over the life of your mortgage, and 3 alternatives that would have cost $15,000 more at the time of construction and lasted a generation longer than the house itself. The systems that fail first are always the 3 that cost the most to access once the house is finished: the roof, the drain lines inside the walls, and the supply plumbing. By the time any of them fail, the builder is 3 subdivisions away and the warranty has expired. This is the heirloom list. Number 3. Standing seam metal roofing is the first system that changes the equation from a maintenance schedule to a legacy timeline. Most homes are built to the edge of acceptable, with a roof designed to last just long enough to clear the builder's warranty. The builder grade cycle means asphalt shingles and exposed fasteners, materials that look new for a few years but then curl, shed granules, and fail before the mortgage is paid off. A 2,500 square foot home with architectural asphalt will see 2 full tear-offs in 40 years at a cost of $14,000 to $30,000 in replacements, not counting the disruption and landfill fees. A standing seam metal roof breaks that cycle. Concealed fasteners, never exposed to rain or sun, eliminate the main leak path that ends most shingle roofs. Each panel locks over a thermal expansion clip, allowing the metal to move with temperature swings without stress or buckling. The Kynar 500 finish, a PVDF fluoropolymer, forms a chemically inert barrier that resists ultraviolet breakdown, salt corrosion, and abrasion. Accelerated weathering tests show Kynar 500 retains over 90% of its color and reflectance after 2,000 hours of direct ultraviolet exposure, while standard polyester coatings fade and chalk in half that time. Manufacturer warranties for Kynar coated steel panels routinely reach 40 to 50 years, with field studies on school and commercial roofs confirming minimal coating loss after 3 decades. The technical details matter. Manufacturer clip spacing is not a suggestion. 12 inches on low slope, 6 inches on steep, with a 1/4 inch overlap at every seam to resist wind uplift. The expansion clips, made from stainless or coated steel, prevent over-tightening and let the roof flex through freeze-thaw cycles without cracking seams. Every detail, from the folded seam to the continuous bead of sealant in high wind zones, is engineered for a single install that outlasts the house. The upfront premium for a true standing seam roof, Kynar 500, concealed clips, custom flashings, lands between $8,000 and $15,000 above builder grade on a typical home. But that cost is spent once. Over a 40-year horizon, it avoids 2 asphalt replacements and the risk of water intrusion from failed fasteners. The numbers are final. Builder grade pays for 3 roofs in a lifetime. The generational system pays for 1. The roof is the most accessible of the 3 heirloom systems, but its impact is immediate and visible. It is not about spending more. It is about spending it once and never again. This is the choice between the builder grade cycle and the generational system. The roof is where that choice begins. Number 2. Hubless cast iron drain lines mark the point where the difference between a builder grade cycle and a generational system moves from visible surfaces to the hidden core of a house. Most homes today are piped with plastic, Schedule 40 PVC glued at every joint, running through walls and floors. It passes inspection, keeps costs low, and carries waste away for a while. But the plastic drain is a product of the disposable era. Over decades, it sags between hangers, its joints become brittle, fittings leak, and the noise of every flush echoes through the framing. When failure comes, repair means opening walls, tearing out ceilings, and patching finishes. Work that rarely costs less than $10,000 and often climbs to $25,000 or more for a full replacement in a finished home. Hubless cast iron, specified under ASTM-A 888 and CISPI 301, comes from a different era, one that was built for silence, fire resistance, and permanence. Each length of pipe is joined by a shielded no-hub coupling, a stainless steel band wrapped over a neoprene sleeve, torqued tight with mechanical clamps. There are no solvent welds to crack, no glued joints to slip under weight or heat. The system forms a continuous monolithic mass that shrugs off vibration and resists deformation from settling or soil load. The sound transmission class is 57, 13 points higher than PVC, delivering a 16 decibel reduction in drain noise. In practical terms, a cast iron stack turns the roar of a 2 a.m. flush into a background hush, preserving the quiet of a sleeping house. The performance extends beyond acoustics. Cast iron is inert. It does not off-gas, burn, or contribute toxic smoke in a fire. Insurance studies confirm that cast iron piping can withstand over an hour of direct flame before failure, where PVC softens and emits hazardous fumes in minutes. The material's expected service life exceeds 80 years, with field reports of century-old systems still in daily use. The upfront premium, typically a few $1,000s above plastic, is spent once at construction. Over the life of a mortgage, it avoids the cycle of hidden leaks, drywall demolition, and piecemeal repairs that define the builder grade schedule. The builder grade cycle accepts that most drains will fail out of sight long after the warranty is gone. The generational system installs cast iron once with shielded couplings at every joint and then closes the wall for good. The difference is not just technical, it is generational. A choice to spare the next owner from the cost and disruption of invasive repairs. In the hidden spaces behind the walls, this is where legacy is built. And finally, in first place, Type L copper supply plumbing is the last line between a house that weathers decades and one that fails from within. Every pressurized water line, hidden behind drywall and buried in ceilings, is a silent test of whether a builder chose the generational system or the builder grade cycle. Type L hard-drawn copper, specified under ASTM-B 88 and CSA standards, carries a wall thickness 50% greater than the cheaper Type M, 0.032 inches versus 0.021 inches. This difference is not academic. Over 70 to 100 years, Type L resists the slow march of corrosion, water velocity erosion, and pinhole leaks that define midlife repipe disasters. The builder grade cycle bets on plastic, on PEX tubing with brass expansion fittings, or on thin-walled copper, promising a lower bid but delivering a hidden timer. In hard water regions, PEX brass fittings fall to desensification in as little as 7 to 15 years, leaving green-blue stains and brittle threads that snap under hand pressure. Type M copper, meanwhile, succumbs to pitting and pinhole leaks by year 30, especially on hot water runs. When failure comes, it is not a fixture swap. It is a demolition job. Walls open, ceilings dropped, cabinets torn out. A full house repipe in a finished home lands in the mid-5 figures, $20,000 to $40,000, plus weeks of dust and disruption. Insurance covers the water damage, not the system replacement. The generational system is built to avoid this cycle entirely. type L copper, properly installed with sweat or fusion joints, is inert to the chemical attacks that destroy brass and plastic. It is certified for both hot and cold loops, and its hard-drawn temper resists vibration and fatigue where softer pipe would fail. Contractor bids confirm the premium, $3,000 to $5,000 above PEX or Type M, on a typical home. An upfront cost that is spent once, not every generation. Field data and manufacturer warranties back the claim. 70 years of service life with documented systems approaching a century in place. The builder grade cycle plans for replacement. The Heirloom list plans for permanence. If you insist on only one generational upgrade, make it the water supply. The consequences of failure are not just leaks, but the forced demolition of everything built around the pipe. Demand type L copper, stamped and inspected before the walls close. If the builder will not specify it, walk away. The hidden parts of a home are the hardest to reach and the most expensive to replace. Here, the difference between the builder grade cycle and the generational system is not just technical, it is legacy. Across these three systems, one truth is clear. Most homes are built to the edge of acceptable, not to last. The Heirloom list exposes how a builder grade cycle trades decades of reliability for immediate savings. To build permanence is to spend it once for yourself and for those who follow.